Hello everyone, this is Lyndon Magsino again for your Piso Master 101. And now I would like to share with you some insights why I subscribe to the IPO of Merrimart. And by the way, what is an IPO? IPO, or initial public offering, is the first day where a private company is becoming public, where the shares of this private company is offered to the public, and now this company is owned by the public. So that's an IPO. Now, Merrimart is in the business of selling food. It's a supermarket within the compound or the communities of Double Dragon condominiums and communities. And now I would like to share with you why I was interested to read the prospectus. The prospectus is around 246 pages, and it's quite interesting to know what are the risks as well as the reward of subscribing to the IPO. Now, I will give you at least 5 reasons or 5 insights on why I personally subscribe to the IPO. Number 1 reason is the macroeconomics of the Philippines is quite strong, and looking at the performance of our GDP, the compounded annual growth rate from 2013 to 2018 is around 8.6%. It's quite a solid kind of performance, and the projection from 2018 to 2023 is around 7.7%, the annual GDP compounded annual growth rate. So it's quite a solid performance and very good, and even the confidence level of the foreign investors and local investors are very, very positive. So from the macroeconomics point of view, I think it is good to invest in Merrimart or whatever players in the Philippines. Number 2 reason why I really subscribe to the Merrimart IPO is because of the performance of Merrimart itself. Now, looking at the historical performance over the last 3 years, from 2017, 18, and 19, the return on equity of Merrimart is around 25.8%. It's very good performance, and the return on equity coming from selling essential goods, and also considering the earnings per share of around 2,240 pesos per share. That's quite high earnings per share. So I'm confident that Merrimart can continue to sustain that kind of performance, especially that they have already demonstrated the strength and the capabilities of the management team to deliver that kind of return on equity of around 25.8%. Now, number 3 reason why I subscribe to the IPO of Merrimart is because the strategy of Merrimart is very, very good. It's very attractive. Now, they are opening up the franchising strategy. Now, the question is, can they really execute the strategy? Can they attract the franchisees, the potential franchisees, and really bring in the Merrimart franchise nationwide? So that's the strategy, and that boils down to the reason number 4, which is about the governance team. Now, what is the capability of Injapsia, the founder of Merrimart, to deliver or to execute this kind of strategy? Looking at the performance of Mang Inasal and Double Dragon, if I remember correctly, Double Dragon had an IPO a few years ago of, I think, 2 pesos per share. Now the share of Double Dragon is around 16 as of today, 16 pesos per share. And at initial year, it skyrocketed to even up to 26 pesos per share. So that kind of performance is talking about the capability of the governance team, and I think that Injapsia is a very good and wise investor and businessman. Now, I have the kind of confidence that whatever he delivered with Mang Inasal and Double Dragon, he can replicate that kind of performance and strategy for Mary Mart. So that's item number 4. And reason number 5 of why I really subscribe to uh, to the IPO of Mary Mart is when I was reading the financial statements, it was audited by KPMG, my former employer, and I used to work with KPMG as an risk advisory in risk advisory services. Now, knowing the reliability of the financial information as well as the prospectus, I am confident that I'm reading fairly and complete and honest information, and I have confidence and I rely on this information knowing that KPMG have done the audit of the Mary Mart financial statements. Now, those 5 information that I've shared with you should be something that, you know, as an investor, something that we should consider. First is the macroeconomic of the country. Second is the performance of the company that is going for an IPO. What is the historical data and the past performance, so that they can demonstrate their capabilities in delivering the future performance and the promises that they have said in the prospectus. And the third reason is the strategy of the company to really execute, you know, the franchising agenda of Mary Mart, and how it can attract the potential franchisees all over the country is something that, you know, to look forward, and I'm excited about this. And number 4 is about the governance team. Injepsia is a wise investor, and he delivered a very good performance with Double Dragon and Mang Inasal, and I believe he can do the same thing for Mary Mart. And the last point is about the reliability of the financial information that I'm looking at being audited by KPMG, my former employer as an ex-auditor and a CPA. I believe it's something we can rely upon. Now, what I personally recommend is you need to look at what are the risks involved or associated in the IPO and the company, and how you can balance the risk and the reward before you invest your hard-earned money in IPO or in the stock market. So that's a short insights from my side. I hope it's helpful for you, and looking forward to hear your comments or your inputs on your experiences when it comes to the IPO. Once again, this is Lyndon Magsino for your Piso Master 101. Bye!